Tonight you are back with comedian David Boyle and I'm quitting alcohol. Well, tonight at my final gig in Australia for however fucking long, I got the send-off I fucking deserved. That was one of the wildest fucking gigs I've ever done. I have never been heckled that much before in my entire fucking career. 3 separate tables of fucking hecklers, all going at it at different times, jumping in when they hear a little bit of silence. It's like they were politely waiting for each other to stop heckling so they could heckle. It had a little bit of fucking everything, that gig. I came out bombing. I came out fucking bombing. That's what I like to do. I like to come out and start bombing up top. I was concerned about the fucking table at the front. I was already concerned because Kyle Legacy, the MC, fucking one of the best MCs in Australia, if not the best MC in Australia, Kyle Legacy was running the gig. Just before I got on, he fucking shut them down, told them to shut the fuck up, but I knew they were not going to stay quiet for long. So I was kind of focusing on them a little bit just so they would stay fucking quiet. And then I moved into this vaccine material that has not been working in Sydney at all. In Melbourne, where there was actually a fucking real lockdown, not this Sydney fucking lockdown where you wear a mask over your nose for a couple of fucking minutes and then you go out to a fucking party. No, I mean a real fucking lockdown. The people in Melbourne have no fucking problem with the vaccine material, but it has not been going down well in Sydney fucking town. It's like they think I'm a fucking anti-vaxxer or something. So this is how the bit goes, or the start of the bit. I go, who here's taking the fucking vaccine? And always some fucking keno puts their hand up. And I go, excellent, I'm willing to lose you. Ha 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 ha. Then I'm like, nah, I need you to take the vaccine. Because I'm not taking the fucking vaccine, but I need you to take it so I don't have to. And every fucking gig I've done in Sydney so far, when I say I'm not taking the fucking vaccine, they're like, why? Shut the fuck up, that's why. Just shut the fuck up. And I'll get to it. If you let me continue, there's a fun little punchline about autistic kids in it. If you just let me get to the fucking autistic kids burn. But no, Sydney, someone always has to yell out. And tonight, it was a South African cunt. That's the only way I can describe her. A full-fledged fucking cunt. She's the one who yelled out, why? But once she started, she was unfucking stoppable. She just would not shut the fuck up. It was just continuous. Every fucking second or third word I'd say, she would say something that made no sense either. It was just fucking gibberish shit. And I continued to try and do fucking material, and she just kept on going. And every fucking time she yelled out, it was like a fucking dagger. And I was sort of standing there trying to make a decision how hard to go on this stupid bitch. I really had to make the decision because what I felt like doing was walking over there, flipping her table up, and fucking smacking her in the head with the fucking microphone. But I decided to go after her husband instead because that's the cunt who should have been fucking keeping her in line. That's the cunt who should have been giving her a fucking Afrikaan fucking headbutt. But he wasn't giving her a headbutt or an elbow or anything. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? How the fuck do you put up with this bitch? Why are you letting her do this? And he's like, I just apologize. I'm like, yeah, you've been fucking worn down to a nub of a human being now, haven't you? But anyway, that bitch continued yelling out for however long. But she encouraged the table that I was concerned about at the start to start yelling out. But they were even worse because they were having conversations between themselves in between yelling shit out. They were all cunts too. Fuck them. So I spent like 5 minutes yelling at these 2 tables and it was kind of a little bit under control. And then I went into a little bit of fucking material again. And then out of nowhere, some bitch to my left starts yelling out some punchlines to my jokes, trying to guess the fucking jokes. Just settle down, lady. We don't need your fucking help here. But up until that point, I was still trying to fight with the crowd. And that was going all right, obviously. When you yell at crowd members, When you call crowd members fuckheads and cunts or whatever, you get laughs. It's good. It's cathartic. But up until then, I was still fighting. But then I just took a seat and I'm like, alright, let's just have some fucking fun here. There's no way I can wrangle you fucking animals, so let's just play with it. And then it went good. The last few minutes were fun. I filmed the whole thing, so I'm going to have to look over it. And I'll chuck anything that's worth seeing up on Instagram. But the cool thing was a bunch of listeners made it out. And I actually thought the hecklers were my listeners at one point. I couldn't really tell if they were or not. I mean, they were fucking drunk, so I assumed it was some of you. But it was great getting some listeners out there. It was great meeting a few of you. Thank you to Anthony for coming out, the Groove Dog, Richo, and your partners. It was fucking nice meeting you. And Anthony and the Groove Dog both took pictures with me, which is the first time that's ever happened in my entire career. Ever. Actually, there was one time at an Indian gig, some girl came up to me and said she wanted to take a picture. But that was just because I was white, not because she was fucking excited. But I'll always remember those first two pictures, Anthony and the Groove Dog. That was real nice. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming out. It was a wild fucking night, but I had fun. I did like almost 20 minutes and I did about 4 minutes of material. Most of it was yelling at the crowd, but it was fucking fun. It was a good send-off. And tomorrow I will be heading to fucking India. I leave at midday, got to be up at 6, got to be at the airport like 5 hours beforehand. I'm not sure why. Who gives a fuck? But anyway, that is it for tonight. Once again, thanks to the listeners that came down to the show tonight. It was fucking fun. It was great meeting yous all. And that's it. See you the fuck later.